So, CLOGSAG Executive Secretary Isaac Bampuado.
Yes, please.
Says that Franklin Kojo should keep quiet and
shut
go
up.
sleep.
Because he has no locus to talk about.
And bend over.
No, he has no locus to talk about what is happening. Now, what is happening is a discussion between employers and employees.
So
what is his locus in there?
So who does Isaac Bampuado think his employer is? Who does he think employs him? Government of Ghana.
Yeah.
And who employs the government of Ghana?
Obviously, he doesn't believe that.
Those of us seated here, and Ghanaians have employed the government
So
of
does
Ghana.
he get it that we are his employers? So which of us should shut up and
He
go and
doesn't have a
sleep?
contract with you.
Who told you he doesn't? His contract is with us. A civil servant, your contract is with the people of Ghana.
Our agent. Yeah, we are the principals. The government are agents.
So his contract is
We
with
have asked
us.
the government
He knows
to
the agents.
stand in
He
for
knows
us
the
in the
agents.
interim. But I mean, the core of this conversation is that he doesn't get a point, to be fair. We sympathize with the fact that workers are not properly paid in this republic and they should be paid better. But to characterize anything, any form of allowance, any form of what they call it, payout as neutrality allowance, is insulting the people. The earlier he and his people get to that point, the better. They may get more support if they actually come to understand that particular point. That we understand that you might not have conditions of service. And in case why, if you don't have conditions of service, discuss that. Do not get us into that corner where, and he in that role, and the people who are vehemently insisting that yes, we deserve this money, we deserve that. We are the same people that will come back tomorrow and come and say that our public service is bloated. The amount of money we are paying people together with the interest payments is basically taking a chunk of it, and everything is going down the drain and all of that. We should be rational in this country. You cannot tag anything as anyhow and expect we to accept it. It doesn't make sense. It's almost like insisting that even though you agree, government agrees, the minister basically understands that this is not how to call that thing. And even some are suggesting you are going to change the name. And yet you believe that this is some sacrosanct contract between you and your employer. So the rest of us in this republic are really pliant accomplices. Our business is to watch and let it happen. As if we are also paying taxes in this country.
Look, a change of name doesn't take away the fact that they are being paid for being neutral. You see?
It's the height of it.
No, you see that you are expected to be neutral. But that's why we are even paying you salaries. Come and serve us. And then you say that because I cannot enjoy the largesse of politics, technically, I should be paid 20% of my basic salary as a neutrality allowance. Look, Mr. Isaac Bampuado should note one thing.
It's not just about Franklin Kojo. You should get it straight.
Yes, you should note one thing. The TUC has sent a signal to government that we will not take anything below the minimum wage, inflation. Any increment less than the rate of inflation. Because you gave us 4% and inflation is 19.4%. You can have that argument. In fact, you can support an argument that says, let's take a critical look at our pay policy.
Yeah.
Because today...
And we agree.
Yes, because see, from 2016, when wages and salaries was around 14 billion, today is estimated at 35 billion. How is that possible?
So you guys, I see that your focus is on CLOGSAG, right? But the agency, the government agency that negotiated this whole neutrality allowance thing with CLOGSAG, you don't have issues.
Oh, we've had our issues with them.
I mean, the point is, why do you
we
agree?
We dealt with them yesterday on the show.
Okay, so I missed that.
Yes.
I don't want to focus on CLOGSAG because you see, when you reach an agreement, then the other party must meet the terms of the agreement. In the first place, I think it was so wrong. I like the whole beginning of this entire process. What is neutrality allowance? Like, you read the news, even on the BBC, and oh God, is this my country that civil servants are paid to be neutral? How many of them haven't gone on to contest in primaries that we only discover later and then they are dealt with? How do you agree to pay civil servants neutrality allowance in the first place? The focus should not just be on CLOGSAG. Somebody should resign for agreeing to this in the first place.
I completely side with Mamavi's point on this one, and I made that point yesterday, that it's not really about CLOGSAG. That's for them. They are trying to negotiate for what will make their lives better. CLOGSAG there, if they had put on the table that we would like government to fly us to Maldives for free holidays 4 times a year, and government had agreed. As for CLOGSAG, they would just say, hallelujah, our employers are idiots, and enjoy the benefit. It is the government that we should really be questioning here. Because look, let me tell you, CLOGSAG, civil service, local government service, I mean, how are they performing at some exemplary high level? Are they some amazing civil service, award-winning, civil service that is moving our nation forward in leaps and bounds? Look, Kromayeshi, that's why out of sympathy, I agree that every worker should be paid something that will allow them to survive, that will allow them to be able to afford the things that they require. But these people whose best examples are often those you will find sitting under mango trees working lotto. I don't know how we are supposed to feel as a nation like they are deserving of some amazing upgrade of lifestyle. But I agree that they should be paid what they are worth. And if they are not currently being paid what they are worth, then I will campaign for them to be paid what they are worth. But nobody should be paid for being neutral. Next, they will be saying that we should be paying them punctuality allowance. Allowance for dressing appropriately. The things that you are required to do as part of your job, you want to be paid 20% of your base pay to do them. And some preposterous individuals agreed. I don't want to insult anybody's father or mother, but to be perfectly honest, how can you look at yourself in the mirror after you sat at a table and agreed with your employees that you will pay them to do what they have already agreed to do in the contract that they signed to come and work for you? You will give them extra money for doing it.